Chill. You already know, guys. It's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com. Your boy's back and out and did it again. One more time, live right here with you guys, man. Listen, you already know what time it is, okay? Listen, I just want to tell you guys, man, don't miss out these opportunities that are here right in front of you. Like, this is the thing, is like you could watch other people make moves, or you could be part of the people that's actually making moves. You got to decide that yourself. Okay. There's a lot of people that are becoming developers. Okay. There's a lot of opportunities out here when it comes to jobs. As you guys can see, a lot of companies are hiring. I already made a whole bunch of videos about this. Okay, if you guys want me, I can show you guys here live right now. But one thing that I want to point out, guys, is that Shopify is the wave. Okay, and we're gonna get into it in a little bit. Okay, right now, let's just talk about web development in general. Okay, and why I say don't miss your chance to get into the game now. Okay, currently, right now, we are at a stage where some people know about becoming developers. Some people know about coding. Some people know about the opportunities that we are able to have as developers. But that's not a guarantee that in 2-3 years this thing is not going to become mainstream, right? This is not a guarantee that in 2-3 years it's going to become mainstream, and people is going to be focusing on this, and by that time it's already too late. I'm telling you guys ahead of time, like I've done the same mistakes as some of you guys have made. Like I've seen the .com bubble, I've seen the WordPress bubble, I've seen the Bitcoin bubble, and a lot of those opportunities I kind of let them go, even though I had knowledge about them. And I'm like, man, I should get into that. Man, I should tell my mom to get into this, right? Like I already knew about a lot of those things that were happening at the time, right? But just like everybody else, I'm like, yeah, I'll get back to it. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'll jump into it in a little bit, right? Just like every other human being, I'm lazy too. Okay, I'm lazy too, right? But one thing that I learned from those experiences is that when you see something happening, right? When you see there's an industry that's moving, you want to jump on that before everybody jumps on it, before everybody gets in on it. Okay, you want to be the one of the first one that's in there. Okay, right now becoming a developer is hot for us that we know about it, but the majority of people, they're not paying attention to what's going on in this industry, right? But what's going to happen is in a few years, right, and maybe by next year, you never know, right, when things get automated, a lot of the jobs that you see out here, anything that has to do with driving, anything that has to do with retail, anything that has to do with pretty much manual work, all of that is going to be automated. And then from there, everybody's going to be scrambling to look for new skills to be able to get the jobs. You don't want to be the guy jumping into programming and jumping into becoming a developer by that time. I'm telling you guys ahead of time. Like, you don't want to jump, 2-3 years from now, 5 years from now. Okay, this is an opportunity that you want to take control of and say, you know what, this is what I want to do now. Okay, I wish I would have met you guys even when I just started, 2010, 2011, when I was just getting my interest. I could have just put this out there more, and show people how important it is to learn how to code and the opportunities that you can get. But we can't dwell on the past, right? You gotta think about the present and the future. You can't think about the past no more. Okay, you got to think about the present and the future. So my advice right now, guys, is take advantage of what we have here at codingphase.com. I mean, imagine this. Look, I'm just like you guys. I'm a self-taught developer, right? And self-taught means that you're learning at home. You're teaching yourself either by reading books, reading blogs, watching YouTube, watching courses from instructors, etc. That's what being a self-taught developer really means. Okay, so I'm a self-taught developer, right? I put myself into the situation. And I said, man, I'm not gonna stop learning how to code until I get a job, until I really know what I'm doing and I'm able to make income. Because again, if you guys don't know my story, like one of the main reasons why I became a developer was because one day while I was still in college, right? At that moment, I was still in college in LaGuardia. I went to a freaking coffee shop. I believe it was Starbucks, and I saw a guy on his computer just click clack, click clack, click clack, click clack, right? Typing away. And I'm thinking about this guy. I'm like, damn, look at this guy. He's always here. He ain't got shit to do, right? Like that. When you ignorant, you think things like that, right? So I'm like, look at this guy. This guy ain't got shit to do, and he's here at Starbucks every day. So I saw him for like probably 2-3 weeks. And then one day, because how we say in the DR, yo soy un freco. Like I'm one of those people that they fresh, nosy, right? I'll come to you and ask you, yo, what you doing, my dude? Right? So I asked the guy, and the guy said, hey, man, I'm a software engineer. I do programming, da da da. I work from home. So instead of me being home, I just come here to Starbucks and listen to a little bit of the ambience of people walking around and maybe listen to some music and drink my little coffee and work from here. Right? That right there blew my mind. You know why? Because that same day, right, at 4 o'clock after I leave from my last class at LaGuardia, I had to go to the mall. And I had to go work at the parking lot. And I'm there like, yo, bro. I'm like, I'm in this parking lot, standing up, moving cones, right? Because it's the parking lot of a mall. So I'm there moving cones, setting up like the way how people got to go into the booths to pay their little money. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, look at this dude over here working from home. I'm over here busting my ass, getting like freaking $7.50. I mean, if you guys don't know about that, that's what the minimum wage was at the moment. $7.50, bro. That's very low. Okay. Now imagine getting taxes on that. Okay. What you leaving out of there with? You know what I mean? Yo, every hour when you go in there, the only thing that you like, let's say you working for McDonald's money. Like when you work in this bullshit jobs, you're in there. You're just working for BS money, like bullshit money, to be honest with you. I mean, $7.50, and then they tax you. How much is left? Right? You got like $6.25 left. You get what I'm saying? Like, what could I do with that? Right? Now, nowadays, most people get a little bit higher paid, people are making a little bit more money, etc. But back then, that blew my mind, and especially when the guy told me how much he earns, right? When somebody tells you, oh, I earn, over 100,000, and that's when people want to be modest because you don't really know how much they earning. They just tell you, I earn, a little bit more than 100,000. That's just telling you, hey, man, I earn a lot of money and I just don't want to give you the whole detail. Okay. When that guy told me that, I was like, bro, for me to get to $100,000, how many hours I have to put in to work? I mean, imagine this, bro. $7.50. So let's say 100,000, right? Okay, 100,000, right? Divided. Let's see if I could get this. 100,000, right? Divided by $7.50. I will have to put in. No, this cannot be right. This sounds crazy. For me to get to $100,000, right? I will have to put in 13,333 hours, bro. I don't know. I don't know if the math sounds crazy, but that sounds crazy. For me to have, like, imagine that, like, you have a regular job, right? Just a regular job. You're just a, blue collar guy, and somebody tells you, hey, this is how much I'm earning. When you really think about it, it doesn't sound real, right? It doesn't sound real. Me and my wife was just talking about this last night because we was watching, a couple. There's a new channel on, not a new channel, new YouTube video. It's not even, why am I mixing up things? They have a YouTube channel and then at the same time they have a new TV series on Netflix. So they're actually like a couple, and basically they call, I think it's McGee and Co. And my wife told me that she sees their brand on like Walmart and Target and things like that. And I'm like, damn, I know them from YouTube. I didn't know that they were that big. That now they got a Netflix show, and then now they got a freaking pillows and things like that being sold on Walmart and Target. I didn't know that, right? But I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, yo, bro. I told my wife, I was like, yo, isn't it crazy? Like, this people, they're like literally, fixing homes and designing homes for people, and they have homes that are like $2-3 million, $5 million. They say, oh, their budget is it's a multi-million-dollar budget, like like nothing, right? I mean, for people like me and you who might come from the bottom, those numbers is like astronomical. You know what I'm saying? But for some people, it's normal. It's the same thing that happens in the tech industry. For the average developer, you're making, $80,000. That's the average. That means that you don't have to be special. You don't have to be a guy that knows it all, a guy that doesn't have a life, right? And all he does is coding. Like, you could just be a regular dude, right? And still earn $80,000. And if you stay at a company long enough, regardless, they're gonna throw you 100,000 no matter what. So you don't even have to be like an expertise, right, type of guy. Okay. But at the same time, this tells us, like, yo, if you're coming from like where I come from, right? We look at that and like, yo, that's not real, right? Because we know how much work we have to put in when you work in regular jobs, right? That's why I think this is like the biggest blessing, becoming a developer. For most of these people, I see YouTubers like they talk about this. Oh, this is normal. Like this is nothing. I come from a background, bro. Like, for us to get to $100,000, right? Both my sisters, my mom, and me have to work just to get $100,000 income in the house. And most likely we still wouldn't be able to get that. You get what I'm saying? So now, me being in the position that I'm in now, I look back on that and I'm like, damn, bro. Like, literally, me becoming a developer changed the trajectory of my family tree. Like, literally, like, it just changed everything. Because from here on, right, my kids is gonna be well off, right? Like, they're good, like they already got cribs. Their dad is buying multiple homes, right? Is gonna have their trust fund, right? They're gonna be able to choose the university that they want to go to, right? All of the things that I didn't have, but now, because I made this decision of becoming a developer and getting into this industry, the story of the Santos family changes automatically. Like, I made the difference of me being a developer instead of me just being a regular worker out here, an essential worker, some random dude. Hey, man, I'm a bus driver for the MTA. Like, the story would have had to be repeated again. Joe working as a bus driver. Joe kids go to the public school in the little neighborhood where, probably your son is gonna get into a gang, your daughter is gonna get bad influence. She might get ran through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest, right? This is real life shit. This is what happens in the hood. This is what happens in low income neighborhoods, right? Okay. Now, our trajectory for my family tree is a different lifestyle, and I'm looking at this people from Netflix and I'm like, yo, that could be my son right there. That makes the difference. I made the difference by me actually going into something that's going to be profitable for me and it's going to be a long-term career. And then at the same time, by me earning a lot, right? Because this is something that a lot of people don't like to talk about, but having that sort of income, right? And having certain skills that you can actually build your own businesses with, it changes everything. Okay, completely changes everything. Like, now I'm looking at those people that's on Netflix. I'm like, yo, that could be Ethan. That could be Jason. That could be Kylie, right? All three of my kids. It could be any of one of them. Because now when they grow up, right? Let's say I work for, let's say I would have stayed as just working for somebody as a developer. And let's say I'm making $100,000 a year. Okay. That's an average of every 10 years, that's $1 million that you're making. Now, of course, because I also took it up a notch, not only did I become a developer, but also learn skills and focus on the thing that's going to be profitable for me as a developer. Now we've gotten to the point where we're making $500,000, right? Now, if we think about that, in 10 years, I will be generating in total, if I continue with this at this same growth of 500,000, that's $5 million. Now, there's people that work their whole lives as just a regular worker. Hey, man, I work at Walmart. Hey, man, I work at this company. Hey, I work at over here as an assistant. I work at this, and that. And they never get to, get to that wealth of saying, hey, in 10 years, that's $5 million that I generated. You get what I'm saying? Like, they never get to that point. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, right? Like my mom, I'll give you an example. Like my mom worked as a teacher assistant, right? They just gave her a raise the other day. Now she makes 47,000, right? But think about it like this. In 10 years, right? In 10 years, my mom will still only make like $470,000 around there, right? Let's say, yeah, it's like $470,000 around there, right? Compare that to somebody that is earning, $5 million in those 10 years. What can you do with it? What can you do for your family? What can you do for your future? How can you really, build generational wealth? Because that's what we're here for. So when I looked at those guys on Netflix, I was like, man, that's interesting, right? Like those people, they wanted, they were young, they decided, hey, I want to open up a company. But the story behind it is that they had a little cushion, a little back, a back pillow where they could say, yo, dad, could you lend me $100,000? Right? I have this idea for a business, right? And I see my son, Ethan. Ethan comes to me, 10 years from now and says, Daddy, I got, a really great idea. Could you lend me $150,000? By that time, I have the bread to say, here you go, kiddo. Or I have enough equity and enough freaking income from everything that I've done in the last 10 years, 20 years, that I could say, you know what, let's go, I'll co-sign your loan. And they'll give it to him, right? So that's why I say I see my son in that situation. And when I look back on it, and it's funny because my wife was telling me like, oh, they were talking about, that they sold everything and, and this and that. They sold everything to open up their business the first time. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, yeah, they had a good story, right? But their story's not like mine. Like I started my businesses when my son was like, wasn't even born. And then I really quit my job as a developer, which was a really good job, right? In the middle of my son just being born, like a month in, which was extremely stressful. And I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like you make one decision and it changes your whole lives, right? And this, to me, I feel like this is the moment for you guys, right? This is the moment for you guys to really get into this, okay? I can only share my story. I can only share what learning to code has done for me and why you guys should learn with me, okay? Why, I just did a video. I just released that, I think, was it the day before yesterday or something like that. If you guys want to check it out, you could go check out the channel where, I talk about like all of the good things that learning how to code has done for me and what I can do for you, right? Because there's a lot of people that can teach you guys, right? Let's just be honest. There's a lot of people that can teach you how to code. There's a lot of people that can teach you a whole bunch of different things. But at the same time, it's like, to be honest with you guys, one of the reasons why I think I'm the best guy to teach you is because I can really say I learned on my own. I can really say that I know exactly what you're going to go through while learning to code. Then at the same time, I can really say I got a job as a developer. I got big offers from a lot of big companies. And at the same time, I was able to walk away from all of that to make 4 and 5 times as much the average developer. Not a lot of people here in YouTube or any platform that I've seen so far, right, can really say that. Like, I've actually done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually a living proof of what happens when you learn to code, what happens when you learn with a certain structure. And that structure that I have is what I teach to you guys, right? If you go to codingphase.com, like literally, even if you don't want to sign up with codingphase.com, right? By the way, we have a 50% off coupon code is 50 Halloween 2020, 50% off on everything. Okay. But even if you don't want to sign up with me, use the curriculum. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't want to, you say, you know what, Joe, I'm a scheme. I'm gonna get it free. I don't care, right? What I care about is that you become successful. You become somebody that gets into this industry, right? So I'm gonna give you guys a little something, right? A little nugget, right? Give you guys a little something right now. Let's open this up. Here we go. Okay, so this is codingphase.com, right? When you go to codingphase.com, like literally, you can see over here all of the different career paths. Okay, we have everything in order for you. Okay, doesn't matter if you say, I just want to get a job by the end of the month, I want to get a job ASAP. Everything is there. Okay, it goes from easy to more difficult, basically. So HTML email developer, super easy. All you need is HTML, CSS. That's it. Okay, and understanding how to test emails, and that's something that we teach you. Front end developer. Okay, this has to do with everything that has to do with the browser. What you're seeing right now, this is front end development. Whatever a website looks like, that's the front end for me. The back end is where you save the data, where you create the logic of the website. Okay, all of that is here. Okay, and we offer all of this, right? Full stack developer, which is pretty much being a front end developer and a back end developer at the same time. So having both skills. Full stack developer. Okay, you have every single course in here. Okay, and as you guys can see, you can get all of this information for $20, $20, right? At the same time, we're talking about like, bro, like over 60 courses. You go to udemy.com, you're going to spend, if you try to buy every single course that's in here, you're going to spend at least 600. Okay? Simple math. Even if they have a very good special, $10, 60, right? Times 10, $600. Okay? That's it. You're getting access to all of this for $10. Why wouldn't you take this opportunity? Okay, it doesn't make sense. All right. Then from there, we have other things like the Shopify theme developer, right? It has exclusive content like my first Shopify store, Shopify theme development, Google Analytics, Facebook, Google Ads, design software for developers. Okay, Shopify app developer, my first Shopify app store, Shopify app development with Node.js, advanced Shopify development with PHP Laravel. Now, some people might say, Joe, why do you teach it with both? And it's because I actually want you to succeed. In some cities, they're going to be using Node.js, okay? But in some other cities, they're going to be using PHP Laravel to create their applications. So I want you to succeed no matter what city you're from, okay? So that's why I'm giving you both of these things, okay? Vapor, serverless deployment, auto scale, okay? Google Analytics, Facebook, Google Ads marketing, right? Now, some of you guys might not understand Google Analytics, and Facebook, Google Ads marketing, but all of this comes with Shopify. Okay, so Shopify is a platform for selling products, right? And because you're selling products, they're gonna want you to know at least what marketing is, at least how Facebook ads work. Like, when they come in and tell you, hey man, we want you to create a Google tag on this page, and then calculate the conversion rate and this and that, you're gonna be able to do that because we're teaching that in the course. Same thing with Facebook pixels. right? Once you understand how this works, all of this makes you a more of an attractive candidate when you go to this job interviews. So again, I'm teaching all of this at codingphase.com. You know, now I share all these things with you guys because I want you guys to succeed. I don't care what city you're at. I don't care what state you live at. I don't care what country you live at. Like, you should be able to succeed if you follow along with what I already have here. Okay. I've worked very hard for 3 years and a half to create this platform for every single one of you guys. And to be honest with you guys, you're wasting time if you're out there just what we call in Dominican Republic adivinando, right? Adivinando means I'm just guessing which way to go. I'm just guessing which course to take. Bro, no adivine. Bro, don't guess nothing, okay? Like, I've done the research for you. I've already put in the work for you, so you don't have to guess. What's the best YouTube channel for tutorials? What's the best instructor for this, and that? I'm not doing no adivinando in this. Everything that's in here is solid proven already, right? It's things that I already did the research, already put this whole curriculum so you can succeed. The worst thing that you can do is I'm just guessing which way to go. Forget about that, bro. I already been through it, and I'm telling you, this is exactly what you need to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no difference between you and me at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm an immigrant, came from the bottom. Oh, you've been here, your family's been here from the beginning of time, but you don't got shit right now in your pocket. You don't got nothing, no papi and mommy that can come in and say, here's $100,000, little Billy. Here you go. Now you could go ahead and open up your business. You're just like me. We have to start from here, from zero, and build ourselves up. Now, we can't waste time. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can't sit down and waste time and be like, let me guess which way should I go. It's like, nah, bro. Follow what I already given you here. You're going to get your job. After you get your job, you're going to start making side income, right? And then from there, you have an exit plan. I don't know about you guys, but I just never like working for anybody. I just don't, you know, and this is the thing that learning how to code provides for you, right? That you have a skill. This is like being a mechanic. This is like being a guy that does tiles. This is like a guy who does floors. This is like a guy who is a carpenter and can build his own freaking house, right? This is a skill that you have. Nobody can take away from you, but you can make income by actually providing those services that you do with your own hands for others. So again, if you're like me, we're not built to work for somebody for the rest of our lives, right? And that's like what I provide here at codingphase.com. I teach you guys how to get a job, and then at the same time, I teach you guys how to walk away from the job, right? So that's the goal. You know what I mean? Owara Wisdom says, wash his hands. Like, yo, this used to be my I used to tell this to my sister, RP my sister. I love her, yo. I used to tell my sister like this, like whenever she would tell me something like, yo, oh, like you want to do this or this and that or whatever, I would just go like this. Like, I wash my hands off that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I wash my hands off that. Like, I love to code. I don't like working for anybody. Because one thing that you're going to notice is when you start working for these companies, you know, this is not a bad thing. I mean, everybody got to go through it, right? It's just like anybody in life, right? If you didn't put no money into that company, you're just getting paid as a freaking regular employee. You're getting paid by the hour, okay? So for me, when I work for companies and I see the big numbers that they're making with my ideas, with my code, with the things that I created, and I'm like, yo, last company I made, you know, I worked for, I made them something that generated them about $8 million. So when you look around and you look at your paycheck, and your paycheck after taxes says $8,000, and you're like, wait, hold on, but didn't I just make you got $8 million? Y'all can throw me a crumb? Can y'all throw me a $80,000 crumb? Right? That's when your mind switches and you're like, hold on, why am I investing so much time in somebody else's company? You know what I'm saying? So again, that's why I'm trying to bring you guys in with that mentality of like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to code, right? I'm gonna put the work that it needs to take, which is literally about 3 to 4 months. Okay. And for some of you guys that think, oh my God, I gotta put 3 to 4 months, bro, the year just started. We're already going to 2021. By now, you could have been working. By now, you could have been making bread. Think about that. The year just started, and now we're about to go to 2021. 3 to 4 months go like this, especially when you're busy. When you're busy and you're actually doing work, you know time goes super fast. So don't worry about time. It takes about 3 to 4 months, right? 2 months of just you learning how to code, learning the basics, right? Another month of you building projects, and another month of you looking for the job. Once you're working, you're working. Nobody could ever take that away from you. You get what I'm saying? That skill, that experience, nobody can ever take that away from you. And I've seen people that came into coding phase and have done it in 2 months. 2 months. I mean, that's, of course, that's astronomical numbers. You're like, damn, hold on. 2 months, Joe. But it's the truth. People have came in, right? Came in August. By September, they're already working. You get what I'm saying? Like, it happens like that. It could be they're in the right city, they're in the right situation, they really put themselves out there. They were able to work on their skills full time, 8 to 12 hours a day. Shit. You get what I'm saying? It happens. Now, if you're able to just put in your 3-4 hours a day, it's going to happen 3 to 5 months, right? 3 to 4 months to get everything together. It could take you an extra month to get the job. But once you're in, you're in. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you guys want to take advantage of that, go to codingphase.com. It's literally right there on the description. I have a link to the coupon code automatically. Okay. You can go in and put in the coupon code 50HALLOWEEN2020. We're talking about $10 just to start off. Now, if you've been here for a while and you've been in the community and you want to take it up a notch, bro, sign up for the whole year. Sign up for the whole year ahead of time. You get access to every career bundle, every course that we do, okay? And then on top of that, you get like literally everything that's exclusive to the yearly plus members, right? So why wouldn't you? You're actually saving money in the long term, okay? So you sign up for 1 year, and then from there you get access to everything unlimited. Okay, there's a lot of courses and a lot of things that we are adding to the website that the monthly subscription doesn't have. Okay, and the reason why it doesn't have those things, because this is things that generate income, right? A lot of things that we're adding from here on is things that generate income, either for freelancing or for you to make your own money as a developer. Okay, look, for $10, I give you everything for you to get a job, right? You got to pay for the whole year to get the things to make money as a developer, right? I think that's an even trade, right? For $10, you get access to everything that's on the website when it comes to programming, for you to be able to take it up a notch and focus on specific careers like Shopify app developer, Shopify theme developer, HTML email developer, Salesforce developer, right? Which is coming pretty soon, right? Early November, right? Not early November, we can say early December, okay? Because I just had my daughter, so that kind of pushed everything up a little bit, daddy duties. Daddy got to stay up at night and give the baby some milk. Y'all got to forgive me, right? So y'all got to wait for an extra month for the Salesforce. But at the end of the day, we're focusing on things that nobody's talking about. Like when you sign up to codingphase.com, not only are you getting all the courses, but you're getting exclusive content that nobody else is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not teaching you this. They're going to teach you the same shit that everybody teaches because it's easy to teach those things. It's easy to teach the merge stack. It's easy to just focus on JavaScript. It's easy to just say, instead of teaching you MySQL and, train your brain to think about relational databases, let's keep everything together and it looks like an object, MongoDB. Instead of me teaching you about a different programming language that probably going to help you get a job faster, let's keep it simple. Keep everything JavaScript and Node.js. It's interesting. That's it. Easy. Node.js courses are easy to do, right? But to me, I find that most people find more results with other programming languages like PHP, C Sharp, and again, Node.js too. But at the same time, it's like when you're a junior developer, you just want to get in the game. So I'm creating the things that's going to help you get in the game as soon as possible. Somebody asks, how much is the whole yearly subscription? Very simple. We can go right now and look at it on the description, right? So let me see, where is it? Show you guys how to get there because some people don't even know how to open up the description. Okay, so let me show you guys this. Okay, this is the video that you're watching right now. This is the live stream. Okay, this is the live stream. We got 122 people watching right now. Started 35 minutes ago. If you click right here, it says, right, coding phase, right? Get 50% off for Halloween using coupon code 50HALLOWEEN2020 or click the link below. You click in here, automatically when you click in there, you can go in and check out at the bottom and it says, hey, you can sign up for free. If you don't got nothing in your pocket, and it's fine, right? At least start with the free course. If you like, I don't even have nothing, Joe, let me start with the free course. Okay. Or hey, I live in a country where I don't even have credit card. I can't even pay for anything. Start with the free courses. We add a whole bunch of courses in there for free. Okay. At least once a month, right? But you're signing up for the membership, right? You got the monthly 50% off, $10. That's it. So you get all courses except the ones that have the fire emoji. Okay. Keep that in mind, right? So all the courses except the ones that have the fire emoji. Okay. Programming courses, ASAP developer group. And then in here, you don't get the all career bundles or the make money online courses. Okay. So you don't get none of those things. Now, for yearly membership, right, you get access to all courses plus the one that have the fire emoji, programming courses, ASAP developers group, all career bundles, and the make money online courses. Okay. So we're talking about the 6-figure bundle, right? If you guys have not taken that course, go take it. It's actually pretty good. Okay, we'll teach you how to make money online, and it doesn't matter if it's a blog, doesn't matter if it's a niche website, doesn't matter if it's an application, doesn't matter what it is. If you follow what's inside of that course, you're going to basically be able to understand how to make income. It doesn't matter what it is. Some people have been asking me, like, Joe, how do you know these things? How you this and that? And then the truth is, I invested a lot of time and a lot of money into my own personal education. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've gone to masterminds where I paid thousands of dollars, right? I've learned from other instructors that they're not in web development. What they do is marketing. They do, niche websites and things like that. And I've learned from them. Their courses are thousands of dollars, right? So instead of me saying, hey, I'm going to go to college again, right, and get a computer science degree or a business degree, I just invested that same money that I could have spent into getting my master's. I just invested it into learning from people that have actually done it before. Okay. Now, of course, I teach you guys everything that I've learned from everywhere that has cost me thousands of dollars, right, in time. And I bring it down to you guys, and I break it down to the things that are working right now at a very affordable price, like dirt cheap. Trust me, man. Like, go look up affiliate marketing from other guys, how much those courses cost. Like, the minimum one is $750. I'm teaching you all of that, plus programming, plus marketing, plus how to make money online, how to make any idea profitable. One thing that, people can say, I see on the comment section a lot of times like, damn, Joe, damn, you should be 100,000 subscribers. You should have 500,000 subscribers. You should be 1 million subscribers. It is what it is. The YouTube algorithm, I guess what I do here doesn't really promote it. I don't really follow the trends. I don't do none of those things. I focus on results. Okay. So it's fine if we might not have 1 million subscribers. But one thing that's very interesting and that I've noticed is that I make more money than the guys that have 500,000 subscribers, the guys that have 700,000 subscribers. I'm probably neck to neck, very close to guys that are in the 1 million subscriber. Okay. Now, why is that? And it's because I understand how to make money online. I understand the business of how marketing works. I understand how creating products that people need, right? Like I have ideas. I know how to do this thing. Okay. So this is the same thing that I've brought into programming and web development. Like I find like niches, I find opportunities, and then from there, I make income by solving the problems of those niches. For those of you guys that don't know, I started with making niche websites, and that's one of the things that have taught me throughout life. Like that, I love the fact that I got into niche websites because it showed me how to do research. Most people don't understand that if you know how to do research, that's worth more than anything in the world. Okay. Understanding to see opportunities is worth more than anything in the world. Okay. And one thing that you're going to notice from like here on, we're living in an age of it's no longer about who's smart, who has the best degree, who went to the Ivy League school. It's all about ideas. If you don't have ideas, if you don't know how to do the research, if you don't see how to find opportunities in problems, you're not going to survive in this new world that we living now. Okay. The people that's going to make money, the people that's going to be successful, it's no longer the nerds. The nerds work for guys who have ideas. Always keep that in mind. So I always talk about this like in the sense like this, just joking around, like the guys that play Yu-Gi-Oh cards and the guys that play Dungeons and Dragons, right? And I joke around about that because most of those guys, they're focusing on how much I love to code. How can I save 2 seconds of a millisecond and like you know what I'm saying, like 2 kilobytes of a freaking megabyte and this and that. Like, bro, you got to start having ideas to become somebody nowadays. Because what's going to happen is somebody with ideas will hire you and use your own talents that you don't know how to use. Okay, bring that shit back. This is like a URL, right? Smack, bring it back. What did he just say there? If you didn't cap that, right? If you didn't cap that into your brain, break it down for you. Okay, you could be the most talented individual right now in this day and age, right now, right? But if you have no ideas and you don't know how to solve problems, somebody will use your talents for you. Okay, that's what's happening right now. Most of the guys that you see that are entrepreneurs, right? That I see so many people that show up to like, this is something that I always do. Just by the way, in case you don't know, I go to a lot of meetups. I mean, now that coronavirus started, this shit sucks because now I can't go to meetups. But I used to go to a lot of business meetups and entrepreneurs meetups, right? That's the best thing about going to meetups.com, finding those type of gems. Like I don't usually go to like programming meetups and stuff like that because I don't get nothing from there. I already know how to code. You know what I'm saying? Like why do I need to be there? Right. But when I go to like entrepreneurs and business meetups, I notice the people that have the most money and the people that have the biggest businesses are not even the brightest people. They're not the guys with a college degree. They're not the guys that have, that speak all proper and this and that. Like those guys are just regular dudes, regular gals, right? They just show up, have an idea, use a guy that's talented and put him to work for them to build their ideas. So that's what's happening right now. So it's like, this is one thing that I love about myself is that shit, you know what? I might not be the most articulate dude. I might not be the smartest person, right? I'm not the guy doing conferences, explaining, the next stack that's coming out, the Teletubby framework. I didn't create the Teletubby framework. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular dude that uses the tools that other smart people do and create to then from there generate income for myself and generate income for the businesses that I work with. You get what I'm saying? So one thing that I love about myself is the fact that I'm able to find opportunities no matter what. And that's what I try to teach you guys here at codingphase.com, because most people think to become a developer, you got to be math smart. You got to know a whole bunch of things. You got to basically dedicate your life for it. You know, you're never going to be able to catch up to the guys that have 10 years, 20 years. And it's true. You're probably not going to be able to catch up to those guys, but that's fine. You have other talents that those guys might not have. You know what I'm saying? One of those guys that could be the most talented developer, he might just be in the industry for 10, 20 years working for somebody else. And you know why? Because he has no ideas. He might be the smartest guy, the guy that has 1 million GitHub stars, but he might not have any ideas that's worth anything. Now, somebody else got to hire him and pay him and tell him what to do. In the other hand, you might not have all of the expertise. You might not be the number one guy on GitHub with 1 million stars and 20,000 followers on Twitter, right? But you might be the guy that has the ideas that makes a company, right? A guy that makes money for that company, because now you're bringing in fresh ideas. You're bringing in new things that nobody else was able to see but you. So always remember that every single one of us has a talent, okay? We just have to learn how to, train that and how to put that shit to work. You know what I'm saying? Your brain is just like a muscle, right? Your brain is like a muscle. If you don't work it out, right, you don't put it to work, it's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You got a freaking flat brain with no ideas. Work that shit out. Put yourself out there. Expand your mind. Go to business meetings. Go and meet up with other type of people so you can learn from them and they could give you gems. That's what I've done here. I'm no different than every single one of you guys. I'm not saying I'm the smartest dude. I don't want to sell myself as the smartest dude. You know what I'm saying? But like how they say in the DR, yo soy el más habilidoso. What does habilidoso mean? It's like somebody that is able to find opportunity no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You send me to hell, I'm selling ices in hell. Even though them shits is gonna freaking melt in 2 seconds because it's hot in hell, I'm still selling ices. And the way how I sell ices, people love the ices. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you gotta be. You gotta be that type of individual if you really want to succeed in this world. So it's not just about learning how to code, it's learning how to code with a purpose and a goal. Okay, that's what we're doing here. Okay, let me see. We're reading a couple of the comments in here. So again, how much is it? $10 a month gives you access to, everything that you need to get a job. Front-end developer, back-end developer, full-stack developer. With $10, you could start off. So there's no excuse to be like, oh, I don't have enough for this and that. Start with $10, bro. Like, some people, they be scared. And I see it all the time. Somebody sent me an email. It's like, damn, Joe, $397 for a whole thing. But it's like, you're not understanding. I'm paying for, you're paying for $397 for all of the classes, including Make Money Online courses on 6-figure bundle, the Shopify app developer, theme developer, freaking the Salesforce, everything that we have in there. That's what you're really paying, $397 a year for, right? But with $20, you could just get the things to get a job. If that's all you really care about, if you come into the game and say, Joe, I just want to get a job, start with the freaking $20. And currently right now with the 50% off, you get it for $10. Now, if you want to really invest into yourself and say, let me do this commitment that I'm really going to use this, sign up for the yearly plus membership. It's $198. And then on top of that, for those of you guys that don't even know, if you click here, sign up, right? I even made it more easier for every single one of you guys, because I totally understand when people say, damn, Joe, I would love to be able to do this, right? So look at, this is all the course. We just scrolling. Like this is all the courses that you're going to get access to. Like, I'm just scrolling and scrolling, right? So we start right here. I'm scrolling. We still haven't gotten to the bottom. That's how many courses you get, bro. Okay. You have enough for the whole year. You good. You don't need to go buy no more courses. Straight up. After this, you good. Okay. Now, I made it so simple for you guys that I say, you know what? I know people can't really come in and say, you know what, and do a whole yearly membership, right? Shit, I'll make it easy for you. Sign up for the 6 months. You get what I'm saying? Like, you get 6 months for $100, bro, and you get access to the whole shit. You get what I'm saying? That's it, man. Yearly plus split into 2 payments per year. Jesus Christ. I'll make it simple. Okay. I'm trying to help you guys out, man. That's why I do all this sales. I hang out with a lot of people that, they create courses, they do this and that, they create businesses. And everybody tells me, Joe, why are you always doing sales? Why are you always this and that? You should just put it at a single price. And to be honest with you, the reason why I do this is because I want to help as many people as possible. Like right now, if a dude says, Joe, I want to learn Shopify, right? But I don't got $198, bro. I got 120. The 6 months covers you. With $100, you good. Some dude that says, Joe, I only got I got $15 in my pocket, bro. That's all I got. Cool. With a 50% off the monthly membership, you good for the whole month. Where in 1 month, you could do 3 to 4 courses. You could get to HTML, CSS, SAS. Then they jump into JavaScript, right? 4 courses with freaking $10. I don't know if you guys are understanding that. You know what I mean? So it's like, no matter what, I'm still trying to help people out in my own way. It's only a small investment that you're doing for yourself. Okay. So it is what it is. I put in the work for you guys, and you do your own investment, but you also have to invest your time. So it's like, yeah, I'm giving it to you guys for dirt cheap, but you also got to invest your time, put in that 3 hours a day minimum, right? Minimum 3 hours a day. You're going to get the results that you want, but you have to put in the work. If you want to take forever and want to take your time here, then yeah, you're going to be here for a while. I've seen guys that have been around learning to code since like 2017. And they've tried. This is the thing that is mind-blowing, right? This is mind-blowing to me, right? There's people that's in the community. They've gone to every instructor, right? So they come to YouTube, right? They come to hang out with me, talk to me, right? They love what I give them here, right? They've tried every single platform that's out there. A new instructor pops up. Oh, man, they sign up. They do all this stuff. Bro, they've been here for 2 years trying every single other thing that's out there, while the people that came in with a plan, follow what I had here at codingphase.com, have gotten jobs within 2 to 5 months. 2 to 5 months. And there's people that's like, adivinando, just like, let me just see. I don't know if Joe's going to really teach me. Guys, I might not be the guy that you might think of as a, damn, this is a great developer. You know what I mean? Got the little glasses and the little monocle in the eye. It's like, hi, guys. I'm not that guy, right? But one thing that I can do is really teach you how to code and get these jobs. That's it. Like you could use me for that alone and say, you know what, Joe, I just want to get a job. I'm going to use you just for that. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage, right? I'm not trying to sell you some shit that's not going to be beneficial for you. I'm telling you guys ahead of time. Every single day I wake up, I work hard on everything that's in here. I come in, I change the curriculums around according to what the industry is. I just saw somebody posted something like on LinkedIn the other day of like, hey, I'm going to create a course on this. Which one do you guys think I should focus on for you guys? And everybody voting for something that doesn't even have jobs. And the instructor's like, yeah, okay, cool, guys. That's the one that you guys will buy and you guys will sign up. Cool, I'll make it for you. 6 months later, none of those people got a job. A year later, they're still scrambling without a job and haven't made $0. Every single thing that I teach here is like literally for you guys to make your money back within a month, okay? Every single thing, okay? You learn how to code HTML, CSS. There's plenty of ways for you guys to make that same $10 that you invested right back. And I'm going to add this, I'm going to add this to the website. How to earn the same money that you have invested into codingphase.com within your first month. Just to break it down to you guys. If you say, I'm paying $10 for this shit, I'm not making $1, you're doing it wrong, right? Because you need to be able to use those skills and put yourself out there. You could freelance. You could do small gigs. You could put yourself on Craigslist, Fiverr. You could create a YouTube channel, put in your information. The same thing that you're learning with me, create new projects on YouTube and literally get paid from that. There's people that don't even know how to code out here on making YouTube channels, bro. Like, what makes you think that you guys can't make that? You get what I'm saying? You guys can create your own content, your own information. Like, you could just make income from learning how to code. I'm learning how to code at at codingphase.com. This is my experience. Like, you make money off that alone, right? So it's like there's so many opportunities out here, and that's what I'm trying to give you guys. I'm just reading the comments, man. Shout out to Kyla. Matthew Dang, similar position, laid off in March. Now I'm doing Jones course of work on the HTML email game. Shopify is next. Nice. Now, talking about that, Kyla, sorry. That's your name, Kyla. Look, this is the next stage of this live stream. We just talked about codingphase.com. You know, for those of the people that don't know, right? For the people that don't know, there's a 50% off. Okay, links in the description. Take advantage if you want to. If you don't want to, that's on you. Okay, but let's talk about Shopify. Okay, so for those of you guys that don't know, okay, I've been telling you guys since last year. Go look it up. I've been talking about Shopify for almost damn near 2 years already. Okay, I didn't get to start working on the Shopify courses until I myself started making money from Shopify, right? Because I don't want to be that guy that talks about something that that's not really doing it, right? And there's a lot of people that teach shit that they don't even do just because the course will sell, right? Shopify is not a course that's popular. It's not something that a lot of people are talking about, but there's money in it. Okay, there's a lot of freelancing gigs. There's a lot of companies that are hiring for in-house developers, right? Front-end developers, back-end developers for the Shopify applications. So all of that, we also teach it at codingphase.com. Now, this is a news that is just in, that has been happening. I mean, they kind of talked about this a little while ago, where Shopify is expanding their business because they are actually going to start working with Walmart. I don't know if you guys know what Walmart is. I mean, if you're in the United States, you know Walmart is one of the biggest companies here, right? This company is huge, all right? Now, Shopify and Walmart are doing a partnership where when people go in and have products on their store on Shopify, it could get integrated within the website of Walmart, which is about 100, if I'm not mistaken, it's 124 million purchases per month, if I'm not mistaken, or per year. Numbers is a little bit off, but it's 124 million. I don't know if it's monthly or yearly. Okay, but at the end of the day, they are competing with Amazon. Now, Walmart is the biggest store chain in the United States, probably the biggest supermarket, etc. It's the biggest company out here, one of the biggest companies, because it has a lot of physical stores. And now Walmart is seeing that a lot of people are not going into the stores. They're buying online. And one of the biggest things that makes Amazon popular is not because Amazon has their own products and they're selling products within Amazon. It's the fact that they have a third-party system where people could go in and upload their products and sell the products through Amazon, even though they're not Amazon products. So Walmart is doing the same thing in conjunction with Shopify. So let's say I'm a small business owner, right? I want to do drop shipping, right? I want to sell this lens, this camera lens. Okay, this is a $1,000 lens. Okay, I want to sell it on Amazon. I could sell it on Amazon, but I can also sell it on freaking Walmart. Now, with Walmart, the system that they have, it might not be as good as creating a Shopify store, which people can go and buy the product directly through Shopify, right? And then from there, I can go and also promote this product within the store of Walmart. So people can buy it either in Amazon or they could buy it at Walmart. Now, if they know my product and they know the name of my store, they can also buy it directly from me. And maybe I can give them a savings of a 20% off that maybe I can't give them on Walmart or Amazon. So what does that tell you? Now, all of the small businesses are jumping into Shopify. Okay. Right now, we're seeing something that's crazy. Let me see if we pull up the stats. Let me go to similar web. Okay. And again, this is what I'm telling you guys, right? You don't have to be the most freaking talented developer, this, and that. Like, you don't have to be the guy writing libraries and frameworks. Leave that for those guys. That's what they do. If you're the type of guy that, or girl, sorry, Kayla, right? Or Kyla, that you come into this game with an idea of like, yo, I'm here to make my money. I'm here to be business savvy. I'm here to use technology to serve me as a tool, right? If you understand how to do the research, you're good to go. Okay, so we're gonna come in here. We're gonna search Shopify, right? Give you guys a little something. All right. Let me see if I could share this on the screen. So right here, this is the stats of Shopify. This is a website called SimilarWeb. If you want to go to similarweb.com and get information of a website or a company, you can look at the stats of what they have. Okay. So again, look, global ranking is 685, number 685 in the world. Okay. Country ranking in the United States is 371. Category business and consumer services is number 3. Now, this is Shopify.com. Okay. Now, let's look for the next one, which is another domain. I'm gonna see if I find it here. Apps at Shopify. So they also have a whole bunch of other ones, which is for Canada, the UK, Australia. So all of these places in here. Okay. Let me see if I can find. I'm trying to find, because there's another domain that they have, which is even bigger than this. Okay, let me see. Shopify, search for that. Shopify.dev, Shopify Cloud. Okay, ShopifyPreview.com. All right. Now, if you're looking here, just on the preview alone, now this domain is different because this domain is when you're previewing a website. So usually you will have, let's say, lilbillystore.shopifypreview.com, right? And from there, you can actually see that there's been a spike since coronavirus, and it's just been going up every single month. Every single month it's just been going up little by little. Now, by next year, this thing is going to be even bigger. Now, what does that mean? I mean, you probably think, Joe, what are these numbers? What are these charts? Like, what the hell does this mean to me? Like, why the hell should I care about it? And it's very simple, guys. The more people that are using Shopify, the more ways that you can make money for yourself, either by selling themes or creating custom applications, okay? Or creating custom services with Shopify Plus to these companies, okay? Or even providing your services to those companies that you come in and say, hey man, I will maintain your Shopify store, for XYZ amount of per month. You get what I'm saying? Or per week. Like, I'm seeing, this is a new thing that I'm seeing a lot. A lot of people have products that they want to sell, but they don't want to deal with maintaining a website. They don't want to maintain a website like Shopify. Like, some people are just not technical. Like, let's say I'm a guy that's been selling this camera lenses on eBay and Amazon for like the last 20 years, right? I'm not the most tech savvy guy. What I do is I hire somebody else to do it for me because I'm the business owner. I care about the products and finding new deals and getting more money. That's what I care about. I'm not trying to be in front of a computer doing this. And one thing that I've noticed is people hiring other people who are either developers, right? Or like, let's say, even marketing guys that are getting into Shopify because they're seeing an opportunity, right? So they can maintain their Shopify store for them, and they're charging a lot of money for this. Okay, you don't believe me? Go look it up. Yeah, I ever seen those commercials where they'd be like, "Hey man, we will build your Shopify store and this and that." How much do you think those people, once they build those stores for them, how much you think they charging per month to maintain it? We're talking about $2,000, $3,000. They build you the store. They charge you like $10,000 to build you the store, and then from there they charge you about $2,000 per month to actually just maintain it, just to go in there, give you reports, make sure that your products are not going out of stock, etc. Like some of you guys that are just starting to learn how to code and just starting to get in the game, like this might be just another opportunity for you guys to get into the game, because this is very similar to what we call content management, right? Content editor, product editor, where you're basically knowing the platform of Shopify. You could build themes, you could build apps, but at the same time, you can provide now to a client, a customer, that service of like, hey man, we will maintain your store, right, on a weekly basis for, let's say, $500, $600 a week. Now you probably thinking in your head, $500, $600 a week. Oh, but the thing is, you don't have to be on top of a store 24/7. Most stores, they're once you do the work, they're running on their own. So if you go in and you get 5, 6, 10 people per week, like let's say 10 clients or even 5 clients, you still good, right? Calculate that. That's 500 times 10. How much is that? That's $5,000 a week. That's a $20,000 a month, right? Now, if you're smart enough, you might not even do this yourself. You might say the moment you have 3 clients, you offshore somebody and you hire somebody online and say, hey, you're going to maintain this website for me. I'm going to pay you $10 an hour, whatever it might be, right? And then now you're getting the benefit of having this thing being automated, of somebody's working it for you. You, because you live here in the US, you have the relationships with these clients. And then now you're keeping the majority of the income, right? This is just like any type of business. It sounds fucked up, but this is why it's so important to build your own business. Okay. Somebody might say, damn, Joe, isn't that exploitation? You're hiring some guy in a third world country for $10 an hour while you're going to keep the most of the income. That's called business. That's being a smart businessman, unfortunately, right? We don't live in a society that we survive off kisses and hugs, right? Like that's how you make money, right? You go in, you find opportunities to be able to keep as much money of the profit, and then from there you do hands off. You hire somebody else to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of the guys that become CEOs, CTOs of companies, they could do the work. They could go in there and start building the application themselves, right? But why would they when they could be thinking about what's the next feature that they need to create, making deals with other companies? So for that, they just hire a developer and say, hey, here's $100,000 a year. Here you go. Yeah, we about to make 10 million, $20 million, but you could keep 100. You get what I'm saying? Like that's called being a smart businessman. So again, Shopify is lit right now, bro. You know what I mean? Mine and Madden says, no, you are helping the third world person. Nah, you are, because you're giving them a job. But at the same time, some people might say, damn, but why you can't pay them $25 an hour? If you're getting paid $100 an hour, why you can't give them 25? And it's like, bro, it's a business. I gotta pay people. I gotta pay the guy that's getting $10. And then from there, I got to pay my office. And then I got to pay for the traveling to go meet the client. I got to pay for maybe a dinner that I might take the client out with and say, hey, man, da-da-da, etc. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's how life works, man. Let me see. Somebody said free cocaine to the Udacity, $200 a month courses, and coding fee is better than all of that. I mean, you said it, you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't want, I'm past, you know, throwing dirt on other platforms. It's like, if people like them, it is what it is. It's like Team Treehouse when they had, was it the tech degrees, $200 per month for a tech degree that is not a degree. And some people, they fall for it, right? Now, we have here right now on codingphase.com, you know, for $200, you get access to every course for the whole year, like every single thing. And as you guys can see, like we're talking about other things that nobody else is teaching and nobody's talking about, and opportunities that most people are not going to be able to offer you because they don't know how to do it. That's not what they do. You know what I'm saying? All right. Shout out to everybody in here. Let me see if I got start giving some shout out to the people in here. By the way, guys, take advantage. Like I said, this is for a limited time only. This is not gonna be here forever. You know, this is only for this weekend. So when you see this live stream, when you see some of the advertisement that we have running right now on YouTube, right? Like literally, like click on it, right? Go on it, take advantage of the sale, you know, get your sale in there, man. Dirt cheap, man. We're talking about $10, bro. Like start your day, start your month with $10. That's it. You know, if you want to be somebody that really want to take advantage out of this, do the yearly plus. I guarantee you, with that 6 months, right? Some people, like I said, some people get scared. They're like, damn, for a whole, I gotta pay for the whole year ahead of time. It's like, yes, you gotta pay for the whole year ahead of time, but you could even split it up into 2 freaking months. You get what I'm saying? You could split it up to 2 payments for the whole year. Okay, so it's actually a really, really good deal, man. Um, sometimes I wish I was a better salesman, to be honest with you, because I'm not a salesman, right? I'm not a guy that could come in here and sell you a dream. Like I'm not that type of guy. I see people that come in and be like, I can get you to make $100 an hour. I'm gonna show you guys how to get $200,000 job on your first job. I can't do that for you guys. You know what I'm saying? What I can do is I can get you into a job. It could be anything from $50,000 to $80,000. That's a guarantee. Okay, that's the type of jobs that I can get you in. Okay, then from there you can also continue to grow. And one thing that I could say is that I can show you guys how to start making money automatically from your day one as a developer. So it's not just like, hey, I'm here waiting until I get a job. It's like, nah, bro, you follow along with what I have here, you're going to be able to make money right away because you're using your skills to either sell a product like, a Shopify theme, you could sell your code, right? There's so many different things that you can make money off from just being a programmer, okay? So definitely go in there, man, and take advantage. C89, Joe, what's our hours of $10 subscribe? Yeah, so for this weekend for Halloween, so you got till Monday. We got 50% off on codingphase.com. $10. You get access to over 60 courses, everything that you need to become a front-end developer, back-end developer, full stack developer. Okay. And you even get some of the courses that are in different career bundles. Now, if you want to get the career bundles like HTML email developer, Shopify theme developer, Shopify app developer, the new one that's coming out, Salesforce developer, right? If you want to get those things, my advice is commit to 1 year. Commit to signing up for the yearly membership, and I give you access to all of that. Now, you probably are wondering, like, Joe, why we can't just get this on the monthly subscription? Why? Because everything that has to do with the career bundles takes a lot of time, right? It takes a lot of time. So I can't come in and sell it and say, I'm going to put in the monthly subscription, because what people will do is they will come in, sign up for 1 month, take all of the courses from the career bundles, and then cancel, right? And that would mean that I'm selling my course that took me 6 months, right, to build for $10. I can't do that. That don't sit well with me because it takes a lot of work and a lot of time to do these things. Now if you sign up for a year, I'm like, okay, he get access to all of the courses, but at the same time, it's as if you bought one of the career bundles, right? Because the career bundles is really, at the minimum is $250. So at least when you sign up for a whole year, to me, it feels like, okay, at least he bought one career bundle and he got access to all of them. So it's fine. Like, I'm not looking to become a millionaire, but I want to get paid what I'm worth. You know what I mean? Let me see. Da-da-da. I'm literally on right now. J. Let me see. RP to Billy Mays. I don't know who Billy Mays is. Let me see. Reading. Somebody says, what's the difference between your courses and other courses on YouTube to learn to code? Very simple. So what I do is, let's say for the syntax, right? Let's say I'm teaching you guys JavaScript, right? So if I teach you JavaScript, the syntax of JavaScript, I go in and I break it down to every single thing is a different video. Every single thing is a different subject, right? So like let's say for example, for functions, right? We come in, we create one video just on functions, show you how to use it, what's the examples that how you could use a function, how to use a loop, right? You could learn how to do for loops, you could do for in, for of, etc., right? All of the things that's in there. Okay, same thing for Ruby. If you're doing that, we teach you how to do iterators, all of those things, right? But one video for each thing. Okay, now when it comes to the projects, the thing that makes us different than everybody else is literally we come in and we build real projects. Like right now, we're building the project that we're building right now is a Shopify application. Okay, so I'll give you guys a preview, right? Just to show you guys what's going on with this. Okay, because that's a good question. Like, what's the difference, right? And let me show it to you guys right now. Let me see. Partners.shopify.com. Okay, add to stream, log in. Okay. Coding Face LLC. All right. So then right now we got this one. Okay. So let's go to our stores. So right now I'm showing you guys, this is the back end of your partner's account within Shopify. Okay. So this is one project that we're building in Shopify, which is a full stack application, right? Where we create this application, which is embedded within Shopify. Okay. Now, this right here is a full stack application where we're using React Router, MySQL, PHP, Laravel. We're also using this dashboard right here, right? And basically, what we're building is a tool that business owners can use. So let's say, for example, I'm a business owner, right? I'm a business owner and I want to go and create marketing links, right? So links that have UTM tags to be able to know exactly where this user is coming from. So for example, if I share a link on Twitter, I want to know that this is coming from Twitter and it's coming in from this marketing and this marketing ad and this type of banner, etc. Right? So we're creating all of that within the Shopify platform, which is an application that that customers really need. So again, most people, what they're gonna teach you is the same thing that everybody has taught people before, which is create just a create, read, update, delete app, a CRUD, a to-do app, right? A little blog. They're gonna teach you that in every single course that they have because it's super simple to do, right? Creating an application like this takes time. So yeah, we do a CRUD, but we do a CRUD in the beginning of the course. So like, let's say you got PHP. Once you learn PHP, you learn Laravel. Then from there, we create a CRUD, right? And then now you understand how that thing works, create, read, update, delete. But then now once we get to the real projects, the meat of the courses, we're actually creating things that we would create for a client. So we're giving you real world experience. We're not building like little, hey, let's build a snake game. Let's build a tic-tac-toe game. Let's build a this, and that, because that doesn't prepare you to create real applications. Like right now, we're teaching Shopify. We're teaching the Shopify platform, teaching how to create Shopify themes, how to use the Shopify API, how to use the Shopify API to create applications. Okay, then at the same time with a modern stack, and how to put all of these things together. Because I can teach you the syntax of a code, but if you don't know how to build something on your own and you don't know how all of these things work together, it's meaningless. You get what I'm saying? So that's the difference of how other people teach at other places and how we teach here at codingphase.com. Like we're constantly building projects that are simulating projects that we would do for a client, okay, or a company that we work for. So like for example here, like we got this create new link. So as you can see, it loads up all of the products that we have in the store, okay. Then from there I could come in and click on, let's say, this product, okay. Come in, we have this product right here, okay. So it loads up all of the information from the product, load up the image, right? Let me take this also so you guys can see. this this links is coming from. So we're integrating this feature within Shopify. Now, again, most people are not going to create this type of applications for a course because it takes time. Like we're actually putting in something that is going to make money, right? And at the same time, any company can use. This is like a real project. This is not a little to-do app. This is not a little, hey guys, this is how you do a little CRUD. Hey guys, this is how you do a little JavaScript calculator. Here's my JavaScript clock, right? Like, here's a color picker. Like, bro, like that's not how you learn, bro. Those are projects that you do for practice. Those type of projects are good to be on YouTube. It takes no time to do them. Okay, there's no mental thought of it. Like you don't have to think to even create something like that. Like that's simple to do. You can do that with your eyes closed. Now, creating an application that can really generate income, creating an application by using a whole bunch of different technologies from, GraphQL to React Router to Laravel, right? Being able to communicate with the Shopify API, connecting all of these things. This is real shit that you're going to do at a job. This right here, with this course alone, you're going to be able to make money with, because this is exactly what people are searching for. Now, again, you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. You could go in and search Shopify developer on Indeed.com. Literally every single thing that I'm teaching in this course is exactly what people are searching for. Okay? Again, let me just show you guys right now. All right? Let me just give you guys a little something. Okay? We're putting it right here on the screen right now. Okay? So you guys can see, like, literally is the same thing that we're teaching is what people need. It's just, hey, I only know the MERN stack. I only know Node.js. I know JavaScript, and that's it. I don't know about MySQL. I don't know about Postgres. I don't know about Ruby, right? Then everybody's going to be at the same level. But then one guy shows up and says, oh, yeah, I got experience with Ruby. Oh, yeah, I know how to do the Shopify themes. Oh, yeah, I know how to do the Shopify apps. Hey, I could create a custom features for you. Who do you think is going to get the job? These things are not sexy. Okay, keep this in mind, guys. These things are not sexy. You see how many views we got? We got 120 people in here, right? The things that we're talking about is going to get you more results than going with somebody that has 2 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers, right? They might have 10,000 unique visitors on one live stream. They go live, the internet drops. Everybody goes running to them. They're going to give you the things that's going to be easier for them to build and easier for them to be able to sell you on. I'm creating things that's going to teach you guys things that's going to have results. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about, getting a million views, a million freaking subscribers, as long as you guys get results, because I get paid from your results. When you become successful and you go to another YouTube channel and somebody asks you, hey, man, what did you do to get this job or this and that? You come in and you say, I learned that coding phase. Go check that guy out. Now you're basically my affiliate, right? You're basically sharing my information and my business out there. So now by word of mouth, I'll make more sales and I'll make more money long-term for my hard work that I've been putting. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, what I'm saying with this is like, yo, we don't focus on the sexy things. We don't focus on the things that's going to get us views. We focus on the things that's going to get us jobs and going to get us paid, bro. Nobody's building this type of applications at all. You know, I seen the other day somebody posted like a tutorial on YouTube of like Shopify, and I'm like, it's all right, but they're not even scratching. They're not even scratching anything. Like they're just going in there and it's like, hey guys, this is Shopify. It's like build a real application so the person really knows how to build this. Because if they go to a job interview and they say, oh yeah, I know Shopify, I just took a little quick course on YouTube or Udemy or whatever, and they don't know how to build a project, you're gonna look stupid. You know, like that's what we we are different compared to everybody else. Like we're not doing what nobody else is doing, bro. And by the time they start doing the things that we're doing, we already off it. We have been doing it for a year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be surprised next year everybody's talking about Shopify, right? Because now they're late. I'm 2 years in already. You know what I'm saying? Like they've never done it. They've never worked on it. I actually have my company. I have switched everything that I'm doing from, from everything that I was doing from niche websites. Now I just strictly focus on Shopify. Why would I do that? Right? If I'm already making $10,000, $18,000 from like niche websites, why would I be trying to sell my niche websites to jump into Shopify? Why? Because there's a bigger gain in there. You can make 40, 50, 80, $100,000 a month. So why the hell would I continue doing a business that I could only earn $10,000, $15,000 a month? You get what I'm saying? Like I'm putting you guys on to the same shit that I'm doing at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. Otto, yeah, I always do that, bro. Go check out my 2017 live streams, bro. Go check out my 2017 live streams, bro. That's what I've been doing from the beginning of time. You know, you're telling me about something that I've been doing. I'm the first one doing live streams here on YouTube. Like literally, like I was the first one from all the web developers. Nobody was doing live streams. Nobody was comfortable. Most people don't have a personality to be on camera. They have to edit the videos. They have to be this and that. They're not the same level as me. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been here. Like this is natural for me. Like I could talk to you guys all day and have fun with it, crack some jokes, But this is what we've been doing, bro. Go to 2017. Go watch my backlog, Yeah. Because this is, finally he sees the chat. Finally. Guys, when I do this type of live streams, I'm just giving you guys information. This is the same thing as if I would have sat down and done a whole video for an hour and a half talking about the benefits of Shopify, benefits of codingphase.com. I could have just done that. Like this live streams, I'm not really like going back and forth. Like this is not a Q&A. So you can't expect me to stop what I'm talking about to come in and answer a question every single time. It's like, bro, this is not a Q&A. You know what I mean? Somebody say, let me see. There was no sound on it. It is what it is, man. Let me see. Da-da-da. Yeah, no, because you know what it is? Every time I think if I'm here like this, it probably you could see what's going on. But if then probably the audio can go in. And that's some bullshit from StreamYard. They got to fix that. So let me see what's going on. Reading. Okay. So I guess you guys didn't hear what I said. What I was saying is, look, man, can y'all hear? Y'all could hear me right now? Y'all could hear me on the streams. I guess if I removed my video, my picture from here, then you can't hear me. I don't know why. But okay, full screen kills it. Okay, cool. So what I was saying is, I don't know if you guys saw this, but pretty much that everything that's in here, okay, we're talking about reusable templates for clients, utilize insights and research analytics, right? All of these things is what we teach at the Coding Phase Shopify app developer bundle. right? In the Shopify theme developer bundle. Like we teach everything from, understanding how analytics works, understanding how marketing works, understanding how Facebook and Google ads work. Because when you go to these companies, they're going to ask you about these things. Do you have any knowledge? Now, 99% of the developers that's going to show up to those job interviews, they're not going to have knowledge of this because nobody else teaches this within their Shopify courses or their web development courses. They don't know about this, right? There's people that only focus on the code, right? But we focus on the business itself and also on the code. You get what I'm saying? So when you go to these job interviews, you're not just showing up like, hi, I could code. You tell me what to code and I could build it. Like, you don't want to be just that guy. You want to bring value to the company. So by knowing marketing, knowing, Facebook ads, Google ads, right? Conversion rate, ROIs, return on investment, open rates on emails. Like all of those things are things that in the e-commerce community, the whole industry is golden. You get what I'm saying? It's gold. So that's why we have everything that is on jobs. I keep adding it to my course bundles so you guys are prepared no matter where you go. Okay. You see requirement characteristics, expert on Shopify apps, including Shopify template, structure, and language. This is exactly what we teach on the Shopify theme developer and the Shopify app developer bundles. Okay. Extremely sharp. This is normal things. Understanding of conversion rate optimization for landing pages and PDPs, right? This is what we talk about in Google Analytics. Okay. That's also part of the bundle. Okay. Team player, ability to effectively perform in high volume. This is stuff that you should guys, it's just working in a team, right? And being able to work under the pressure. Shopify development experience, including building custom themes, features from scratch, as well as modifications to existing elements, right? This is something that we also teach. This is in the Shopify theme developer, okay? We create our own features in there, okay? Energy and drive to manage multiple projects in tandem. That's fine, okay? Just being able to just juggle a lot of things, a lot of different projects. Expert HTML, CSS, SAS, JavaScript. Again, all of this is what we teach on the bundle, okay? Deep understanding of cross-browser platform issues and code solutions. This is what we teach on the JavaScript course, and also too, debugging like a pro, which is also part of the bundle, okay? And then the last part, which is what I was highlighting before, which is something that a lot of people, they bugged me in the beginning. Remember who was here in July 4th, right? When we was talking about, hey, we're going to do the Shopify theme developer bundle, right? And we released that. And everybody was like, oh, Joe, why you're talking about Ruby? Isn't Ruby dead? Isn't this, and that? And what you don't understand is that Shopify is built on top of Ruby, okay? And Ruby on Rails. So everything that they have, every decision that they make is usually related to a problem that they might have with Ruby or some limitations that they have with Ruby. So you have to understand the programming language and the framework to be able to take it up a notch. This is why this company is asking, hey, strong Ruby experience is a huge plus, right? Being able to know about Ruby, being able to know how to work with Ruby, the programming language, is going to be a huge plus for you. Okay. So that's why I added those things into the freaking career bundles of Shopify, because you want to look like a more attractive candidate. Everybody that's going to apply to this job alone is going to show up with nothing but MERN stack, right? A couple of React projects, a couple of little to-do apps. Now you showing up in there with experience with Ruby, custom themes, custom applications. You can explain what type of technologies you use, why you use them, right? You can show a real application that you have created for the client. And at the same time, if you start making your own Shopify apps and you start making money from them, you can now go to a company and say, hey, I'm generating $2,000 a month from this application. I'm generating $5,000 a month from this application. I can do something similar for you guys, right? So now you're not just a regular dude, just please hire me. I got potential. Like, nah, bro. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Kinjinshi Murugu, watching all the way from Kenya. Shout out to my people in Kenya. Shout out to my people in Africa. You already know we in here. Africa, we in here. You think Africa descended, right? Representing for my Africans out here. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Just read. I'm reading through the comments. Reading through the comments right now, guys. Just reading. Creative monsters. Again, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Chit. Y'all could hear me, right? Yeah, man. Sometimes this thing, I don't know, be acting up. But like I said, man, it's a lot of opportunities, man. Just take advantage. Okay. Today we got that 50% off from now till the end of Halloween, which is November 1st. Okay, so take advantage of that. Codingphase.com. You can look at the description of this video. If you go to YouTube right now, right here. Let me see, where is it? As you can see, we got this live stream right here. Boom. Don't miss it. 50 Halloween 2020. That's the coupon code. You're clicking here. You're watching me live. You click on the description. As you can see right here in the description, you click there. Automatically, this gives you 50% off on everything. 50% on the monthly, 50% on the yearly plus, which gives you access to every bundle. Now, if you say, Joe, I just want to buy the bundle by itself, you could buy the bundles by itself too. Okay, just use that coupon code. Okay. Joe, did you get Joe, did you get some clients for your Shopify business? Are there a lot of clients looking for partnerships? Well, right now, currently, I'm actually supposed to start getting some more clients. I kind of been putting this thing on hold because I just been busy with finishing this Shopify applications, to be honest. And this is the thing, like for me, at the level that I'm at right now, it's more beneficial for me to focus on Shopify applications than Shopify themes, right? So if I come in and I get a client and they want me to build their Shopify store, right? Like I built like 2 clients here in Tampa already. Basically, most people they have a budget from $1,000 to $5,000 to do everything. So for me, right, for you guys that are beginners that just starting in the game, $1,000, $5,000 is a lot of money for you guys, and you can use that bread, right? Especially because you're new to the game, and it will be great to get some money in your pocket. But for somebody like myself, if I'm gonna spend 2 weeks or even a month on building a project or something like that, right? It doesn't make sense to use my time to just make $5,000, if that makes sense. It's not like me being cocky or anything, but there's other opportunities for me to make more money with my time. So currently, right now, right, I'm finishing the Shopify apps course, right, which is the final project. It's a full stack application. This is like the same way how I build my Shopify apps, right? So I'm doing that, and I'm also building my own Shopify applications. I already got 2 that is already on the store that we already launched. And now I'm building another one. So I'm on my 3rd one, okay, for this month of, we could say a month and a half of September and October. So I'm already on my 3rd application. And on top of that, I'm building the application within the Shopify course. So for me, my time is more, it's worth more there creating applications because long term, right, I could get paid more. Like if I focus right now on a client and I give them a month of my time, I'm only gonna make $5,000 from them, right? Now, if I go and I build an application, that application right now might not make that much money. Like I have one that's making like $400 a month already on the first month, which is not bad. It's a good start. But long term, within a year, that same application could be generating every single month from a year on $5,000 every single month. So you get what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta focus on the things that's gonna make me more money long term. That's how I work. I don't see like I'm in a blessed position where I can invest time for future projects that's gonna give me income in the future. But by doing that, it also generates me more income long term, you know. Now, Shopify themes is great for you guys getting into the game, right? Like if you want to get paid on a monthly basis, working with different clients or even selling the projects, then yeah, Shopify themes is a great way to start. And especially because a lot of companies that's going to hire you, they're going to hire you to focus on the Shopify themes themselves. But for me, like I said, I have to look long term. Like I have to look long term. So it's like if I spend 1 month building a Shopify theme for a company or whatever, like I'm only gonna get paid like $5,000 when I could use that same time and get paid freaking $60,000 by next year. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and I have the money that I'm good. I don't need to have income coming in right now. Like I could make income like a year from now, 2 years from now. You get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't really matter right now, to me. And it's just not. It sounds kind of cocky, especially when people going through situations right now with coronavirus and stuff like that. But it's just like I kind of situated myself to be in this position. This is what I've been telling you guys from the beginning of this live stream, guys. If you want to be like me, in the sense of financially stable, being comfortable, like not worry about where's your next money coming from, where's your next paycheck, my job is gonna lay me off, or this and that. If you want to be like me, do the things that I do, right? Come into the game with a goal. Understand that you're here to make money. Same way how the business owners think, you got to go in there with the same mentality. Come in, get your job so you can go build skills and learn from those jobs opportunities, and then implement those things into your own businesses once you're ready to start building them. Okay, save money. Okay, if you have no savings, you can't take no risk. Always keep that in mind. Okay, and the only way to get high rewards is with risk. Okay, 1 out of 5 risks that you're gonna take is gonna pay off big time, and that's how shit works. That's how I've been seeing throughout my whole career. 1 out of 5 risk is gonna pay big time. So if you don't have savings, you don't have a steady income coming in from other places and from your job, etc., then you can't take those risks because you gotta go to work or you gotta pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? Me, I put myself in this situation. I already knew ahead of time that if I think long term, I was going to be able to be in this exact position that I'm in right now. You see how we have codingphase.com? This shit didn't come up out of nowhere, right? Like I had an idea of creating a business, and that's why I was saving money. I was saving a lot of bread and stacking up. I could have quit in 2014. I could have quit my job as a full-time developer. But you know what I did? For 2 years straight, I just saved my money. I worked full-time. I made income on the side. And then from there, by doing that, I was able to have a nice chunk of a change. So when I quit my job, I was good, So I didn't know what was going to be my next opportunity, the next thing that I was going to focus on, in 2017, right? People wanted me to, freaking teach them how to code. People wanted me to continue doing YouTube, etc., right? And I think I explained this a million times. But at the time, I was like, really what I wanted to do was create another niche website, which was going to be just Coding Phase, which was going to be a place where it's going to have all the resources, all the best courses from other people, and I was going to get paid from affiliate marketing and at the same time solve the problem of, hey, what's the best course? Hey, what's the course that I should take? Or, hey, which boot camp should I go? This, and that, right? I was just going to create codingphase.com as a social network for people to come in and look at the best resources. People wanted me to teach them how I do it. I created Coding Phase, but this was a risk. This was a big risk, right? So for me to be able to create all of these courses, why do you think that nobody else has as many courses as me? I want you to sit down and think about that. Why is it that nobody has as many courses as me? Why is it that nobody else is able to crank out as much content as me on codingphase.com? It's very simple, because they didn't have the budget, the money that it takes to survive 3 years and a half without working for anybody else, right? And just focus on one specific thing. They didn't have that budget, right? I had it because I saved it for 2 years. Okay, so I used my money that I had, my savings, the income that was coming in from my niche websites, and I cranked out all these courses for you guys. Now, codingphase.com is what it is now, right? But I didn't make no money in 2017. I didn't make no money in 2018. I made a little something in 2019. 2020, we good. Now, codingphase.com is a business that's projected to generate anything from $300,000 to $700,000 a year. Okay, that's what the projections is. Currently, right now, after expenses, taxes, I'm keeping 300. Now, imagine that. If I didn't have the savings, if I didn't plan this thing out, Coding Phase wouldn't exist. All these courses that you see wouldn't exist, right? This was a risk that I took. And that was a risk that I could have lost a lot of money, a lot of my time, right? Creating this platform. But it paid off because we, people love what we do and we get results, right? But shit, I could have been banned. I could have got me too or some shit. I don't know, right? This thing could have worked. I could have had, nobody could have liked me, could have even liked my personality, don't want to take my courses, don't like how I teach it, right? Whatever, right? Anything could have happened. Luckily, it worked out, but it's a risk. So if you want to be like me, you have to take risk, but you have to take calculated risk, and you got to have savings to hold you down through those humps. Because trust me, when I had my second son, not Ethan, Jason, I was kind of not nervous, but I was like, damn, bro, like, did I make a mistake? Somebody asked me the other day, Joe, like, what would you be doing if you didn't create Coding Phase? Probably I was going to be doing just niche websites, a whole bunch of niche websites, and making way more money than what I make at codingphase.com. But at the same time, it would have been one of those situations where it's like, damn, it was kind of scary. When my second son was born, it was scary. I was looking around. I was like, damn, man, I invested so much time into this platform, right? We're not getting as many people as we're supposed to. The YouTube algorithm has never helped me out. Like, when you guys come in here, this is one thing that I'm super grateful for every single one of you guys. Everybody that has signed up to a monthly subscription, everybody signed up to a yearly subscription, everybody that comes in and do a super chat. Like, you have to understand this. Like, I did this out of the kindness of my heart. I didn't need to do this. I didn't need to create all of those courses, but I did it because I wanted to help people out. Yes, there was a reward at the end, but 3 years later, now I'm getting the rewards of all of my hard work. But at the end of the day, this thing could have been really bad, and it could have been a really ugly situation because I stopped working on each website, which was my main income, right? To create all of this content, create all of those things that is to help you guys. And now I'm just grabbing onto my life again, right? Because I dedicated all my time to codingphase.com, right? Nobody, again, I keep on mentioning this, but nobody else has 80 plus courses on their website. And at this price, at this affordable price of $10 a month, $200 a year, nobody has this much content. And they're not going to have it because nobody else puts in as much work as me. Everybody comes in and creates one course and they launch it. Boom, they make the little $40,000 and then they disappear. And then 6 months later, hey guys, I got another course. Like, They don't want to put in the work that it takes to create all of the courses that people need to get a job. They'll teach you one skill at a time, right? And it's hard, it's difficult. So I really appreciate that you guys show me love and you guys spend time with me and just give me the opportunity, because it's really an opportunity that you're giving me to put into work all of this hard work that I did for you guys, right? Being able to teach you guys, get you guys into the jobs, get you guys into making money online. I really appreciate it, because it could have been an ugly situation where I dedicate 3 years of my life and nobody, uses it, right? That happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's a service. But just right now, I'm grabbing back to my personal life and my personal goals. Like, my goal was to help all of you guys create this platform, have all those things. Now you have it. Here you go. Coding Phase is there. It has all the courses you need. Super cheap, affordable. Love it. Okay. Now I'm grabbing onto my life and I'm like, okay, cool. We had some type of success at Coding Phase. Great. It wasn't what we expected for the amount of work that we put in. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm grabbing onto my life and I'm literally switching up to the thing that's really gonna make me income, which is Shopify development. Like, that's where the money is at, bro. That's better than niche websites, right? It's better than anything that's out here. And it's a small community of developers. Not that many people know about this. And now there's not that many shops, like, Shopify shops in the United States. So now I'm taking control of my life and I'm focusing on my next stage, which is just Shopify development. Like, I do Shopify apps, work on my Shopify apps from like 10 o'clock in the morning all the way to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I hang out with you guys here on YouTube for a little while. Then I go back to creating my applications, right? And then now the next stage is we're building this agency, and in collaboration with my boy Omar Soriel, which now we're gonna start creating a whole bunch of themes and projects for small businesses. But at the end of the day, it's like, imagine this: like, I focused 3 years and a half creating a platform for you guys. Like, now is the time that you want to take advantage of this thing. I'm giving you guys for $10, like, shit that you guys gonna need, the things that are gonna get you results, you know. But like I said, 2021 is a different ball game. Like, I'm no longer cranking out 20 courses, 10 courses in a month, or I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on specific career bundles, right? You have everything that you need to get a job, and then now we're just focusing on career bundles, just like how we're doing right now. We did Shopify theme career bundle, and then Shopify app career bundle, and then Shopify Salesforce career bundle. Those things take like 6 months to make, but at the same time also gives me the freedom to focus on the other things that I need to do to really bring this bread. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm dying to taste that $1 million. When I go into my bank account, see like, damn, we got $1 million, like for 1 year. That's what I want to see. I'm not going to get that here at codingphase.com because we're not big. We're not big on YouTube. Not a lot of people know about us. We probably got the best courses here, but we're never going to get that here, right? I don't believe so, right? So what's my options? I need to get back to what I know how to do, which is make money online with, creating applications, niche websites, those type of things, affiliate marketing, right? And again, it's actually been better because now, since I'm going back full time into that world, I can come back to you guys and tell you guys exactly what I'm seeing, what are the things that's giving me 100% results, so you can also take advantage of those things, So yeah, man, boy, I just want to say thank you for everything that you guys have been doing. If you guys want to go try out codingphase.com, go try it out. I even forgot that we have a 3-day trial for codingphase.com for free. You see, like, I'm not a good salesman, kids. Like, I'm just trying to help people, bro. Like, I can't come in here and be like, guys, this, and that. Like, bro, that's not what I do. But, but look, man. By the way, if you still don't know if you want to try this out, you could go to codingphase.com, guys, and even right here on the monthly plan, sign up. You could go scroll to the bottom, look at all the courses that you're gonna get. Okay, literally a whole bunch of courses. Okay, in here you could pay automatically, say, hey, I want to get the $10 monthly plan, or you know what, let me try out codingphase.com for 3 days, right? And if you continue with it, then you keep it, and it becomes $10 a month. Okay, so you could even try codingphase.com just with a trial right now if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I need more shelves. Big bag 2021. Yeah, man. That's what we're doing right now, you know? Like I told you guys, it's like I feel like I dedicated a lot of time here to the YouTube channel, coding phase. Like all the courses are there, bro. Like everything you need to get higher is there. Like I busted my ass, man. Like for those of you guys that don't know, I busted my ass. Trust me. Go check out. You could check out any other instructor. They'll come in and you'll see like 10, 12, 9 courses that they've created in like 3, 4 years. I created 80. Okay. I busted my ass, bro, because I wanted to have a platform where people can come in and learn everything that they need at a super affordable price. So nobody can get left behind. That's the goal. And at the same time, you know, how to make money online is essential for you to get your freedom. Because even if you become a developer, you could easily become a developer that's a slave to the system. So the only way that you're going to be able to become free is by knowing how to use those skills that you have in your hand and use them like tools to create your own freedom. Okay? So that's how it is, man. Let me see. Terron's code said PayPal. Email me if you really want PayPal. If you say, hey Joe, I really want to use PayPal, email me. I have to do it manually, right? So it's like I gotta set up a subscription manually just for you. I'll do it. You get what I'm saying? Um, but you guys can use this, right? You guys can use the monthly subscription through Teachable. Like you're not gonna how you call this? Like they're not gonna steal your credit card, bro. Like Teachable, Teachable is a huge company, bro. Like some people be like, hold on, I want to use my PayPal. I don't want to put my real credit card. I'm like, bro, nobody's gonna steal your credit card. Like, like, but again, if you want me to create a personalized subscription through PayPal, I will do it personally myself. Okay, like that's the beauty about codingphase.com. Like when you talk to somebody, it's really me or maybe my assistant, and that's it. You know, so it's like it's not a big company, it's not a huge company that nobody's gonna really give you an insight or try to help you out. Like somebody hit me up the other day, like, oh man, I'm going through some troubles, Corona, da da da, and he's like, hey Joe, could you hook me up with with something? I said, cool. I hooked him up, because he's going through some stuff, and I saw it because I looked at his stats, and he was going to the website every single day, and then from there he caught a stroke, a mini stroke, and then he's like, yo, Joe, as you can see, I haven't been able to be on the website for a month and a half, and this and that. Could you hook it up? Da da da. And I say, here you go, man. And I hooked it up because it's like, it's like this is like I don't know how to explain it. I'm a human being. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes if you could put yourself in other people's shoes, everything's gonna work out. But like I said, guys, definitely go check it out, man. Take advantage. Okay, everything on the website. If you don't want to sign up to a subscription, that's fine. You could buy the bundles themselves. Each bundle is like literally, I think you could get it for like $75 right now, like $75, and you get the whole bundle. Okay, so yeah, man, take advantage, man. All right, guys. So, anyways, man, I'm about to head out of here, man. I'm gonna see you guys later. Just email me if you have any question about codingphase.com, the website, and about this cell. Email me codingphase@gmail.com. I'm going to be with my phone in my pocket all weekend long. So I'm gonna be answering emails and answering questions, whatever you might have, whatever your concerns might be. I'm gonna help you out. Okay. So yeah, man. Tyrone Coles, thank you, bro. I'm gonna see you guys later. Take care. All right, guys. Peace.